Hey yo, and what is up, gang? Thank you so much for joining me once again here back on the channel. It is Tuesday, finally, and the WWE SummerSlam train has reached its final stop at the Barclays Center one last time this week for SmackDown Live, and it wasn't too bad, and we are going to talk about all of that right here and right now on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Let's do it.
The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
Alright, wrestling fans, thank you so much once again for joining us here again. This weekend has been absolutely unbelievable up until and including tonight watching SmackDown Live. We are here to go over all of that, but before we get into the discussion of the Blue brand, my name is Nick Nightmare. This is my boy Blue, the World Heavyweight Champion of Microphones, and we got a little bit of big news of our own today. After 1 year here on YouTube, the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show and Sledgehammer TV are very excited to introduce to you our very, very first affiliate sponsor to this show, and it is Clutch Chairs. Clutch builds the best gaming chairs. At Clutch Chairs, your comfort and spinal health are their top concerns. That is why their chairs are designed for maximum comfort and maximum ergonomics. The ergonomic design and contoured lumbar support of Clutch Chairs will help you improve your posture and increase your effective sitting time. In addition to the ergonomic benefits built into the overall design, you can recline your chair to rest your posture muscles and recuperate after long periods of sitting. Helping your body handle and then recover from long gaming sessions is what Clutch Chairs is all about. Clutch is also the official chair of the WWE and offers a phenomenal line of WWE-themed chairs featuring a wide selection of WWE superstars and legends to choose from, such as AJ Styles or the Macho Man Randy Savage, which you see right here before you. Use our exclusive link in the description below to see for yourself premium features perfect for gaming, a lifetime warranty. What are you waiting for? Go check them out right now. Level up your comfort with Clutch Chairs. Wow, did that feel good? Did that feel good to do a legit commercial for you guys? And I'm sorry, but we gotta pay bills over here. We gotta keep this show running at maximum potential, and to do that, we need to start making some maximum cash, and we have to do what everybody else does, and we would love to thank Clutch Chairs for accepting us as part of the affiliate program. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to the Sledgehammer TV, Sledgehammer Wrestling Show family. Thank you so much, everybody, for dealing with that. Also, put up this weekend, if you have not seen it already, my SummerSlam weekend. And a quick little apology to Justin LaBar for the typo, and to JD for the typo in the tweet. I am fucking exhausted, you guys, and I was up till about 3 a.m. last night putting that little piece together, and obviously in the wee hours of the morning, after everything that we've been going through all weekend, I missed some proofreading, alright? Sometimes errors happen, and I want to apologize for those two things that happened there. That video features a little bit from House of Glory, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, the meet and greet down to 205th. There's a couple of question and answer sessions from JD and Justin LaBar and Solomonster. You can see some of the footage from that stuff there. It was a fucking awesome weekend, you guys. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely exhausting. Big shout out to anybody watching me right now who subscribed and jumped aboard at that meet and greet when you met me and after we started talking and you decided to come along and join the Sledgehammer TV family after talking to me because you know how awesome I am. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to the show, and that's going to do it for all the plugs. because we got to get into SmackDown Live tonight. One last little piece of news, which has to do with the WWE, not with me personally, is Big Cass. His injury seems to be worse than initially expected, and he could be out of action for the next 9 months. Ouch! Ouch. But, like I said on Twitter about Asuka, this injury, although unfortunate, I never like to see anybody get injured, kinda, I believe, comes at a great time for Big Cass, because this whole thing they're doing is not working. The fans aren't with it, and I think some time away will allow, when he comes back, for everybody to accept him, maybe with open arms. Maybe he comes back after Enzo helps him recuperate, and we start this thing over again the right way. I don't know. Let's not get too off topic on that, because SmackDown Live tonight, it was a good show. I mean, it was good. It is not without its problems, as always, because I just can't see the logic behind some of the moves they made. The first hour of the show was decent, but my main issue comes with what happened with AJ Styles. SmackDown Live opens up tonight. AJ Styles comes out and he reinstates the United States Championship Open Challenge, which is something that every time they tease it or even mention it, I get very hyped about. And I come on this channel and I tell you guys, I love the concept. John Cena brought it to everybody's attention when he was doing it, and it made the championship great. It even made you look forward to seeing somebody you don't like seeing, in my case, like John Cena, because he's going to have an open challenge, and you never know who's going to come out to make that challenge and to see who's going to fight the champion tonight. And they wasted this spot on a rematch with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens comes out and starts spewing his shit, how he didn't lose, and Shane McMahon, and blah, blah, blah. And I was disinterested. I didn't care now. We're going to do this again. There was the prime spot right there to insert a SHelton Benjamin, or the incoming Bobby Roode, who you would essentially waste in a match with Aiden English tonight. We'll get a little bit more into that later. This whole situation with AJ and Kevin Owens would break down. It would prompt Shane McMahon to come out. Kevin Owens wants a match tonight. AJ's going to give him the match tonight. Kevin Owens wants to pick the special referee. They give in to Kevin Owens' demands, adding the caveat that this will be the last time Kevin Owens gets a shot at the United States Championship. And by them saying that, I was immediately okay with this now, because we are going to put this to an end. But they would not fail to disappoint me further with this angle, with the selection that they chose to be the referee, which we will talk about also in just a little bit. The open challenge was wasted here. I think it would have been much better. Much better. Although I don't mind what they did with SHelton Benjamin, but I think that was a spot for Bobby Roode. And you could have had him and AJ tear the house down at the beginning of the show with an impromptu, unexpected United States Championship match with the former NXT Heavyweight Champion, who has just signed on to SmackDown Live, much to everybody's surprise. And you have Kevin Owens come out, screw the match, and you can continue on with the plans for this night that way. Bigger moment, better moment, more impactful moment for Bobby Roode. But that's not what they did. After this open challenge segment, Daniel Bryan announces Shinsuke Nakamura against the Sing Midgets. The Sing Midgets together don't even equal one fucking person. And you are going to now waste Shinsuke Nakamura in a match against these two morons so he can exact his revenge for his SummerSlam loss to fucking Jinder Mahal. Absolute waste of Nakamura. This was useless. I did not like this at all, and I was not looking forward to it. After Daniel Bryan announcement, I was just like, oh God, kill me right now. We get to see Kevin Owens again. He's searching for his special guest referee, and he asks, much to many people's surprise, Sami Zayn. Hey, let's put all our bad blood aside. You know, ever since you came to SmackDown, you haven't been doing shit. So why don't you come do this for me, and, you know, We'll put all the water under the bridge. You're a pretty fair guy. You'll call it right down the middle and help me make this change. Help me do this, you know? Just think about it, Kevin Owens says. Just think about it. And Sammy plays, I'll think about it. I was mildly intrigued by this. And I was actually very hopeful that Sami Zayn would accept and that they would do something interesting with this at the end of the night. Like maybe align Sami Zayn with Kevin Owens. You're not doing anything else with him. Make him be part of a fucking heel faction. So I think Sami Zayn could work as a heel. He doesn't even have to say anything. He could just stand behind Kevin Owens and be his right-hand man. Or be his little informant or enforcer or whatever. I mean, he's not big enough to be an enforcer. That's a little crazy word to use. But do something interesting. Because you don't. You don't. Bobby Roode's match with Aiden English was a great match. Why? Because it was Bobby Roode, and Bobby Roode is fucking glorious. What I don't understand about this match is you guys have been trying to push Aiden English over the last couple of weeks. You've been making him beat superstars. You've been trying to make him believable. You've been doing this whole opera singer thing, which worked very well in NXT, and it's not really translating on SmackDown Live. I don't know why. Maybe the mainstream crowd just doesn't have the patience for this type of a wrestling act. That being said, they're sacrificing the build that they are trying to do, the momentum that they are trying to gain Aiden English by having him just be pretty much squashed by the glorious one tonight. I would have much preferred my idea with Bobby versus AJ to kick off the show tonight. We would get to see Daniel Bryan once again in the back, and he's talking to Chad Gable. They're talking about his potential, and Daniel Bryan promises him that he has made a deal with Kurt Angle. He didn't just take his tag team partner from him, he did acquire a new tag team partner for him. And that tag team partner is none other than SHelton Benjamin. And I have said this very thing to have this happen on this show almost 1 year ago, when they first announced the return of SHelton Benjamin pre-brand split following SummerSlam. I said the best thing you could do with SHelton Benjamin right now is pair him with American Alpha as a team. And I wanted him to be like the Kurt Angle in Team Angle. And he has these two guys backing him, a legit collegiate faction led by the gold standard, American Alpha by his side, as a babyface faction. It would have fucking worked. That's obvious by what happened tonight. By pairing him with Jason Jordan, you've essentially given him a greater version of Jason Jordan to play with. And SHelton Benjamin is athletic. SHelton Benjamin is one of the best I've seen in the 2000s era of WWE. I always thought he was very underutilized and thought there was a lot of potential in him. And for them to bring him back, that means they believed the same. And that this connection between these two guys, this pairing between these two, is going to be great. It just might be the shot in the arm that the tag team division needs. And American Alpha 2.0, I don't know what they're going to dub it. Alpha Gold, the Golden American, I don't know. I'm just trying to spitball off the top of my head. But I love it. I love it, and I can't wait to see what goes down. I think SHelton Benjamin and Chad Gable versus the on-fire fucking Usos are going to be a knockdown, drag-out feud, man. It will be fucking amazing, and I cannot wait to see them. Speaking of the Usos, they would defend their World Tag Team titles tonight against the Hype Bros that I cannot fucking stand because I hate Mojo Jojo Rowley. I just fucking hate him. I don't know why. He grates every nerve that I have, and I want him to go away. I don't get hyped. I get away. I turn the channel because I can't even stand the way he talks. I don't know. That's just me. That's my opinion. I've never liked Mojo Rawley. Even when he was in NXT, I was like, who is this guy? Get him the fuck out of here. He's too hype for me. Too hype. It's a little over excessive. Take it down a notch, Mojo. Maybe I'll get on board. You don't have to be so hype all the time. Don't stay hype. Relax a little bit. Jesus Christ. The Usos get the win. Surprise, surprise. I was not surprised at all. I was actually very happy. The Usos, to me, and I have said this time and time again on this show, have been the best tag team on SmackDown, if not the entire roster. Include them all. Even include the Hardys. Because the nostalgia act has worn thin, and nobody wants to see this version of the Hardys anymore. They keep teasing some sort of awakening and start saying, oh, the Hardys have said they're awoken. Well, wake the fuck up already, because I'm tired of seeing this. Let it be whatever it is. Let him explode open. Let this character come out and get this team to be interesting again. Because they came in, that's all we wanted from them. Was that. We didn't want this. Yeah, alright, it was fun. You know, to hear the music and the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright, great. Let's be done with it now. Let's move on to what we all really want to see, and that's Matt Hardy being a fucking psycho. Because that's where the money's at. So let's do it already. But the Usos remain the top tag team in all of the WWE. Look at the promo they cut tonight. It was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The best, hands down, since some day one-ish. And I fucking love it. After this, we get Shinsuke versus those midgets. And I didn't watch Shinsuke Nakamura fight the Jawas. I just didn't care. So, if you want to tell me what happened, feel free, because I knew who didn't know Shinsuke was not going to win this match? Did you care? Did you watch this? Did you care? I didn't watch. I didn't care. What was interesting, though, was the women's tag team match. The women's tag team match, I thought, was a great piece of booking tonight. You had the champion in a team with the Money in the Bank holder. And I really, really thought that this was something to watch. And they kept making light of the fact that, oh, why would Carmella be her partner? And, you know, she might, and even Ellsworth just threw the plan out there during the promo when they made this match in the first place. It was just great. Everything about it was great. You had the element of cash-in throughout the entirety of the match. It was clear that Carmella wanted no part of this tag team match, and that her only reason for being out there was to find the opportune time to cash in that briefcase. Natty would get smart to this and would force herself in with a blind tag, and Carmella would end up losing this match. Becky Lynch and Naomi come out with the win on top here. It was a great match. It was entertaining. I didn't mind the presence of Ellsworth so much after he stopped talking, because it added to the sense of, is this cash-in actually going to happen? And it almost did on a couple of occasions, and I liked it. I'm not going to down it at all. I was very intrigued throughout the match, and I thought maybe perhaps she was going to actually cash it in, so I wasn't really too sure until the match came to the conclusion that it did, and the girls would not disappoint me too much tonight. We had a promo by Lana, which was actually very good, because that's what Lana's good at. Lana's good at talking. Lana's good at building her character. She's good at being a manager. So I'm starting to come around to this decision, and I really, really enjoyed the interaction between them tonight. There was almost no words, if I don't even think there was one word spoken by Tamina Snuka, which is perfect for her character. And Lana is promising that she is going to be the most dominant woman in the women's division. And I liked it. It pumped me up. I really did like it. I thought it was good. The United States Championship match, special referee would end up being Baron Corbin. I'm tired of even saying his name on this channel this weekend. Baron Corbin is a failure. You've gone from being the Money in the Bank to being a referee in a span of 7 days. And then you can't even do that right. You walked out on being a referee. You quit. You look like the ultimate loser. What was the reason for him to be placed as the special guest referee if he was not even going to have an effect in the outcome of that match? Why? Can you tell me why, please? Is he going to be AJ Styles' next opponent in line for the United States Championship titles shots? Why? Why? He's a failure. He's a loser. You have been booking him as a perennial nothing. You built him up and you tore him down. And in a span of 1 week, you make him go from the next big thing to absolutely nothing. And now you're going to put him in an United States Championship feud? Does that make sense to anybody? Is that even what they're doing? Because he just walked out. He had absolutely zero impact on that main event. I don't get it. Like I said, it was not without its problems. The match, in and of itself, was good. He was not even a bad referee. Maybe that's what he should decide to do. Maybe he should decide to hang up the tights and put on the stripes and stay as the world's largest referee. Because he was actually very good as a referee. AJ Styles and Kevin Owens can wrestle each other forever. It's going to be what it is. We've seen it 5-6 times now. Shane McMahon comes out, takes over the referee duties after Baron Corbin is slow on the count, and Shane is accusing him of not doing his job. Baron Corbin takes off his fucking shirt, throws it at Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon puts it on. He gets into the match, which does not make Kevin Owens happy. He ends up eating a phenomenal forearm, getting pinned to the mat. 1, 2, 3. SmackDown Live would end on that. Why? I don't understand the purpose of having Baron Corbin in that whole situation. You couldn't have come up with anybody better. Why not put Daniel Bryan? He would be the most fair and impartial person there. Maybe Kevin Owens wouldn't trust him because he was, good friends with AJ Styles. But Daniel Bryan is a fair man. That would have been something that would have got the crowd to pop even more. Daniel Bryan in the ring as a referee is still Daniel Bryan in the ring. We would have got the music. We would have got the entrance. You would have got the yes chants. I don't know. But all in all, a good edition of SmackDown, especially if you want to compare it to the dog shit editions of SmackDown we have been getting pre-SummerSlam. The first SmackDown Live post-SummerSlam, although not without its disappointments, was not that bad. The biggest mistake they made is what I initially said at the beginning, which is their introduction of Bobby Roode, which had no fanfare to it. It was just surprise. And I like surprises, but surprising me with Bobby Roode versus Aiden English does nothing for me. Does nothing. Bobby Roode versus AJ Styles. Bobby Roode coming out during the main event for the United States Championship. Maybe he's the one to cause Kevin Owens or cause the distraction. Or why didn't you have Bobby Roode be the special guest referee? Have him come out, do his glorious thing, introduce himself to the crowd, and have Shane McMahon, or have Shane come out and be like, hey, you know what? Why don't you referee the main event tonight? Something like that. It would have been much better than the lazy booking that took place during the main event tonight. I don't want to nitpick it too much. I am very, very tired, like I said, and I am overanalyzing things, and I was so disappointed with so much that happened at SummerSlam that I don't really know in what direction we're heading. And they're not making it any easier to figure out. And I don't know what's going to happen anymore. Because from one day to the next, they change the script, they change directions more than I change hats for this show. But all in all, SmackDown was not too bad. Not too bad. I'm looking forward to watching a little NXT because I'm going to be in the crowd in the next edition of NXT. Usually right after SummerSlam, they air the taped sessions, one of which that I was at the Barclays Center for NXT Brooklyn. They had an NXT episode filmed before the show, and it was a lot of fun. It was a great episode, 3 tremendous matches, and I can't wait to watch it back and maybe see myself in the crowd in that one. Don't forget, you guys, to comb through the channel because SummerSlam weekend was extra busy. We got the My SummerSlam weekend video covering everything that I did. We got the reviews and previews of every single show that took place tonight. Don't forget to go back and check it all out because I really worked fucking hard this weekend, and the work is showing because you guys have been coming out in force. My views are up, my subs are up, everything is fan-fucking-tastic here on the show. Onward and upward we go, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being there with me for this last year. What a way to end the year, right? And this is going to be every year. My anniversary is always going to fall right around SummerSlam weekend, and we are always going to do our best to make it bigger and better every year. More and more footage, more and more tickets. We're going to try to go to more and more events. We got a House of Glory event coming up at the end of September. And stay tuned to the channel if you want more news about that. I am Nick Nightmare. This is Blue, the World Heavyweight Champion of microphones. He's just as fucking tired as I am. And he wants his little red light to be off for maybe at least one day. Maybe. Hopefully, no big news breaks. Because we will be here to bring it to you, as always, right here on Sledgehammer TV. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we are out of here! Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time, right here, on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. See you next time.